There was a time where people believed the world was a single flat disk. Turns out they were only about 1/3 right, as relatively recent research has led to the belief that the world has a cuboid appearance, consisting of 5 separate planes being observed with heavy evidence for a 6th. The general setup of these planes seemed to follow the same outline, being made up of a large square plane, walled in by 4 barren land masses that end in mountain ranges towards the outline of this square. We've been able to observe these mountains by looking down the peaks of the mountains of our own plane. So far this is the most we can tell about the geography of these plains, although they're connected via a series of waterfalls that flow between the openings in the mountain walls. These are nowhere near a safe way of traveling between the plains, essentially isolating all the planes from each other. But the most intriguing part of our research is speculating and cataloging the life of these other planes. We know very little of what inhabits the other faces of our world, with what little we do find being the skeletal remains that wash up from the connecting falls and the brief glimpses of life on the mountain peaks that wall in the other planes. But the most spectacular instances of life from foreign planes are the wyverns, dragons, and the mokele, the later of which found themselves in our plane by successfully traversing the connecting falls and ending up in the Eastern Sea, and have been heavily utilized by the elves. But the dragons are a particularly interesting case, as from our records the dragons don't remotely resemble any life seen on the 4 bordering plains. This makes dragons key evidence for the existence for a 6th plane, as we believe they must have flew between the cracks in the plains. Though sadly we can't do much research into these creatures, as the current powers that be made sure to make full use of dragons and keep them and their secrets close by all means. Though we do have some individuals looking into this case. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, comment them and I'll try answer them in a future video.